If you think that you are so powerful and so mighty that you have the ability to make another human being happy, you are so, so wrong. However, can you influence them? Can you influence others? Can you influence other people? Absolutely. Meaning, if I am pouring my love into you, I'm pouring my love into you and I'm adoring you, there is a good chance you are going to reciprocate, right? This is just kind of a law that governs the universe. If I pour my love into another human being, chances are they're going to reciprocate. So the issue in marriage really is what I see a lot of times is that one of either the husband or the wife really feels like they're giving it their all. They really feel like they're loving their spouse in the best way possible. And do you know what I see is a big, big problem is the fact that one person is loving the other one in the way that they receive love. Put a 1 in the chat if you have heard or even possibly read the book Love Language. Or maybe even you just took the test online to see what your love language is. For me, I'm a quality time words of affirmation girl. That means if you would like to show me love, if you would like me to receive love from you, you would give me words of affirmation and you would spend time just one-on-one with me. That's how I receive love. Now, what I've noticed about spouses is we tend to attract our opposite. So just like I am a words of affirmation and quality time kind of girl, I attracted a husband whose love language is acts of service. So that is not my strength. That is not where I thrive. I do not have a natural desire to give acts of service. I want to show my love for my husband the way I receive love. And this is what I see for most of us human beings. We want to give love in the way we receive love, which is not going to work out for us. It's not in our best interest. Now, if you know what's good for you, perhaps you've been married a long time, you have come to learn your spouse. You learn and you know how they feel loved. Like my husband, when I cook for him, he is like putty in my hands because he's a words of affirmation guy. I learn his language really early, but I still forget that he likes acts of service. That's how he feels loved by me. So I'm constantly telling him, hey, you haven't given me any words of affirmation recently. Can you write me a card? Because words are hard for him. Words are they're hard for him because of course we attract also we attract our spouses or significant others based on our trauma wounds, which is also very hard because you know why? So for me, the worst thing a person can do to me, it triggers me, is to ignore me. And guess what my husband's response is when he feels triggered? He wants to disappear. He gets quiet, he gets small, and he kind of disappears. Well, that triggers my traumatic response. So then I get loud because like I'm hurt. Basically, I'm in pain, and instead of responding in love, I get triggered, right? So we tend to attract in our spouse like from our trauma bonds. So that's why one of the main reasons why marriage can be so, so hard is because we attract our exact opposite. I hate to tell you that, darling, but it's absolutely true. Now, on the other hand, you may attract your opposite, but I believe this only helps us to move forward in life because when you and your spouse get really good at communication and you get really good at loving each other, First of all, that takes practice. You're not going to figure that out in the first couple years of marriage. You just aren't, unless you are super intuitive. You're doing a lot of inner work, both of you. But for the majority of people, like, they have to work through those trauma responses and they have to do it together as a couple. So hopefully, if I can give you any advice, it's learn your spouse's love language. In fact, learn your kids' love language. Everyone close to you who you really, really appreciate that relationship, learn their love language and learn how to cater to their love language so they feel loved by you and you have a nurturing win-win relationship.